Grapes, walnuts, red peppers, black olives, morello cherries, chocolate chips, just a few of the ingredients you can put into bread to make it that little bit more special. And Paul Hollywood is here to show us how.
Hello.
Welcome. So where are you going to start?
We're going to start basically with a base dough. That's the key to make a good bread, and you must make sure the ingredients that you put in are nice and good, healthy ingredients. So I don't want to see sugar in there, because you see a lot of bread machine recipes will say put sugar in. It's only to make sure the dough's quite light, but you don't need sugar in. Why add extra calories when you don't have to?
Without sugar will work?
Just take it without sugar. What tends to happen is because they try and lighten the dough up and bake it as quickly as possible to keep the moisture inside, they also add sugar, but you can take it out.
So everything you're doing here you could do in a bread machine?
Yeah, you could. Yeah,
Right.
definitely,
Okay.
definitely.
Right, go.
So the core dough is flour, strong white bread flour. If you want to use wholemeal, use wholemeal. For this case, I'm going to use white flour only. In goes the water, just to one side. I'm using fresh yeast. Now, if you want to use instant stuff, use instant. Just don't use the little dried ones with the little balls, because it's a nightmare. You have to mix it with water, put sugar with it. Oh, it's just horrible. Fresh yeast or instant yeast in the little sachets is fine.
Yep.
That goes in. Olive oil, good olive oil. Doesn't have to be virgin olive oil, just good olive oil. In there, to the side, and then salt. Salt, table salt, goes straight in. Now, the first thing you've got to do is bind your dough together. This is where the sleeves come up. Just gently blend the flour and the water together. I'm just going to, all I've done is turn it at the moment, and all of a sudden you're starting to get a dough already.
When did you first start making bread?
I was 10. My dad taught me.
Was he a baker too?
He was a baker.
Keep going while you talk. 'Cause
And
this is great.
basically-
So you're up at the crack of dawn, aren't you?
I was. I mean, it's great fun. I enjoy baking. It's part of the experience of being a baker. I mean, it's a dying art at the moment, because machines are taking over what bakers normally do, and that's not right. You know, you'll only have to go across the channel to see that they actually do the proper baking.
And also, this is much better food for you than the sliced plastic stuff.
Yes. It's just
This is good
I think
bread.
nowadays, I think you just got to be more aware of what goes in bread.
Yes.
I think after that, you start making a home.
What
you
does
know,
go in bread?
I don't want to go down the political route, but there's a lot of E numbers and fats and dough softeners and all sorts go into bread. If you just
To
read the
keep the
back, it
shelf life.
speaks for itself. It's
Yeah.
keep the fresh on the shelves, basically. Now that's a dough. It's quite a soft dough. Just prod that quickly. Boop, boop. Quite a soft dough. You leave that. You just knead it on the table for a couple of minutes, and it gets smoother.
Just show me your kneading action.
I'll show you a quick knead. Right, on the table. Roll up.
So it's that
Heel
heel
of your palm, and then you rip it, and you do this for about 4 or 5 minutes till it gets smoother and smoother.
Yeah.
Pop it back in the bowl, leave it for just about 15-20 minutes, and you end up with a dough. Now I've split the dough in two. That's gone quite light. It's quite light and fluffy. Into one, I'm going to add morello cherries. It's straight in, just been drained.
Would you like to wash your paws?
I will do, yes. I'm going to get mucky in a minute anyway.
Oh, what am I doing? No, I once did it.
So
I thought there was a bowl of water under here to wash my hands in. Do you know what it was?
See.
Shepherd's pie.
So the next thing I'm going to add is peppers and onions. Now, you can add many, many other ingredients, like a whole banana with alpen or any muesli straight into a dough.
Chopped up.
Exactly. Just throw it all in the dough, crush it all in with your hand, and you end up with a lovely dough full of all sorts of bits. Grapes, brie, Stilton, walnuts, almond, anything you think of. It works in your fridge that you got left over. Roast potatoes, put that in the bread. It's fantastic. That with rosemary, stunning. Absolutely one of the best bread you'll ever have.
Really? What about a boiled egg or a...
Boiled egg sealed around a piece of dough and baked is fantastic. With bacon and mushroom.
What can't you put in then?
Nothing.
Nothing?
No.
Sump oil?
Small children don't work really well. But I mean, things
Small
like...
finger.
Yeah, that's not good.
So what you do is you mix all this together to make sure that dough is packed full of ingredients, okay?
Yeah.
You pummel it and pummel it and pummel it. If you've got a table mixer, use a blade. And you end up with a piece of dough,
Blade on the mixer.
like so. Now this one I've shaped. Now if I can show you what a dough should look like, I'll start with this one here. That's got all the peppers and onions in it, okay?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's been nice and smooth. All the bits are in. You want to make a shape like that. You roll it out into a sausage, like so,
Yeah.
and then tie it into a knot.
Oh, how gorgeous. Look at
Place that onto a baking tray, leave that to rise for about half an hour,
Yeah.
okay? Be nice and light, stick it in the oven at 230, and you end up with these two.
Can you only put it in at 2:30? Is it then ready for tea time?
Well,
Isn't it?
I don't get home till 3.
Try 4 o'clock, that's all right. If I cut into this,
Yes. Oh, my word.
just break into it. I mean, bread's a good friendly mixing type of food. Don't be afraid, just get stuck in.
All right.
This is one we made this morning. Now look at that one, the cherry and chocolate. Cherries, it's gone pink, the dough's gone pink, because obviously red with white is pink.
Right, while we guzzle this, well, I'm going to tell you that Paul is making bread ice cream in just a minute, and we're also dancing on ice, and, well, we've been doing a bit of headbanging, actually, if it is true. Claire Buckfield, fresh from the scary skate off last week, prepares to perform the infamous headbanger with her skating partner, Andre. And Lee Sharp is hoping to make another great impression with Judge Jason.